Hello NZ dancers, I'm Joel. I'm joined here with Ainsley. She's going to be helping me show you guys some combinations to hopefully stay in shape at home. These are going to be relatively easy, maybe a little bit tricky up here, but we're going to keep pushing, we're going to try it, and we're going to get started. So our first combination is going to be, we're going to start in first position. We're facing the bar. If you can't do this facing some sort of bar, whether it's a chair or a countertop, whatever orientation you need to do any of these exercises in, please do. Just be safe at home, okay? So we're gonna start with one tendu devant, one closing first, and two to the side. Plie and stretch, two to the side. Four more, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we port bras away, 6, 7, repeat to the left. Tendu 1, closing first, and 3, and 4. Plie and stretch, 7, 8. 4 more, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ported bras away from the leg, 6, 7, and 8. Repeat to the back, tendu back, 1, closing first, and 2, up. Plie and back, ba bum, bum, bum. 4 more, 2, 3, 4, port bras towards the leg this time. 6, 7, 8. We're gonna repeat that with the left leg. Okay, this is just to warm up your body a little bit. We're working on finding that rotation, coordinating everything, just getting the body warmed up and alive. So here we go. Let's do. Oh, it's going. Okay, sweet. All right, guys, moving on to plies. We are going to have, starting in first position, 5, 6, super simple, 7, 8. We're going to have demi-plie 1. Stretch, demi-plie. Stretch, grand plie. 6, 7, 8. Third port bras forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. Port bras back. 5, 6. Tendu to second. 8. 2 grand plies. 1, 2, 3, 4. Reverse the port bras. 6, 7, 8. Let's press the tendu again towards the bar. 2, 3, 4. Renajant to forward. 7, 8. Now we're going to keep the arm inside. Demi plie, allongé as we stretch. Double demi plie. Bump, bump. fourth port de bras, 6, 7, 8, again repeat 1, allongé, 2, double demi-plie, bum, bum, fourth port de bras, 6, 7, tendu to fifth, demi-plie, stretch, demi-plie, stretch, grand plie, 6, 7, 8, fifth port de bras around the world, 2, 3, 4, press to susu, find your balance. And then we are only going to be doing the right side, but at the end, after you finish the right side, rewind the video, do it again to the left. Stay even. All right, here we go. 6, 7. And down. Stretch, keeping those arches lifted. Elastic plie. And grand plie. 6, 7, 8. Port de bras forward. 1, 2. Coming up. Port de bras back. 6. Tendu. 2, 7. And 2 grand plies. 2, 3. Staying in your toaster. Not sticking out the popo. That stays right in between your hips. And press the tendu. Port de bras towards the bar. 4, 5, 6. Round jump to fourth. The heel comes down and down. Allongé and double. Down. Fourth port de bras. 6. Keeping those hips as square as possible. Just twisting in the mat. Demi. Allongé and double. Demi and fourth port de bras. 6, 7, and fifth and demi. Stretch and demi. Allongé and a nice grand plie. Again, not sticking out the popo or dipping forward. And we have third port de bras, fifth port de bras, excuse me. 2, 4, 5, 6. Press to su. Find a nice balance. It's relaxed, core is engaged, neck is long, shoulders are down, elbows aren't droopy, tight susu balance. And come down. All right, guys, bump entendus. We're gonna start from fifth position. Again, we're only showing the right, so at the end, flip it back, do the left. Long combination, we're gonna teach it in 2 parts, part A, part B. Part A is going to start. This is gonna be very, very slow. At home, we're not all working on Marley, right? It's hard to stay turned out. Hopefully the slow speed will help you really, really focus on the basics of the technique. All right, here we go. We have and 1 and 2, side, heel down, close, back. Inside, 4, 2, side, heel down, close, front. 2, 2, the front. Now a triplet side, and 1, 2, 3, 7 on close, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, close back, and we're back, ba, ba, and heel down, close, and inside, 4, 2, and heel down, bump, bump, to the back, 4, 2, and the side, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's part A. So if you need to review part A, stop the video now, go back to the beginning, review part A. All right, for those of you who got that, now we're moving on to part B. So we just finished our 7 on close to the back, closing 5th front. Now we're gonna do in triplets to the side, 3, closing 5th. 5th, 2, 3, little développé de tendu à la seconde, bum, close 5th. 1, 2, 3, little développé, close 5th. Now triplet front, 1, 2, 3, triplet side, 1, 2, 3. 1, first, back, front, back. Now repeat part B from the back. So we have 1, 2, 3, développé, boom. 1, 2, 3, développé, boom. Back, 2, 3, side, 2, 3, first, fifth. So to remember, for part B, all the tendu groups are going to be in triplets. It's groups of 3. So we're not doing any slow, we're moving a little bit quicker. All of it's going to be slow. But groups of 3 for part B, part A is a little bit different. Let's give it a shot. Six, 7, 8, and the fifth, and heel down, bump, close back, inside, 4, 2, and heel down, close, front, and a 1, and 2, and a back, front, back, 1, close, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, close, fifth, to the back, and fifth, and heel down, bump, inside, 4, 2, and heel down, bump, and a 1, and 2, triple, side, and close, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, part B, 3 side, 1, 2, 3, développé, close fifth, and 1, 2, 3, développé, triplet front, 1, 2, 3, side, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, back, front, back. Repeat part B, side, 2, 3, and side, back, close, back, and 1, 2, 3, développé, side, close, back, triplet back, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, front, back, finish. It's a marathon, but look, we finished with the music, and that's probably the slowest time music you've ever heard in your life. Okay. So some things to talk about in that exercise before we move on. Let's talk about what you should be focusing on. So we want to be focusing on shaping our foot, which I know is hard when we can't see it and there's not a teacher there to correct you, but every time you leave from fifth position devant, your foot is leading with the heels and the toes are pulling back, and as we close, it's the opposite. The heels trying to stay forward and the toes are pulling back. Reverse to the back. The toes lead, the heels stay, and the heel leads the toe stay, right? So we get that nice, no sickling foot. To the side, we want to work that rotation as much as possible, right? Making sure we're also not sickling to the side. So that's what I want you guys to focus on. I also want you to think about what your upper body looks like. Now is a great time to go back and fix bad habits. So if your arms are starting to get droopy, don't let those be second place in your mind, right? They need to be at the forefront of what you're thinking about during all these exercises, especially when you're holding your arm in second for so long. As the exercise goes on, we get tired and they start drooping. We want to keep that up, right? This part of your arm is rotating down, this part of your arm is rotating up, and you're holding it with your back. Your arms are an extension of what your back is doing. So we want to hold those with our lats and keep them nice and strong, not getting them weak down here. All right, let's move on. Okay guys, ballon jeté or dégagés. Remember, the goal is to get to a very specific 45 degrees fast every single time. So 45 degrees does not mean that far off the ground. If you go up to your 90, it's halfway between that and the floor. Boom. You need to know where that is, because that's the exact position we want to hit when we're doing assemblées and a lot of other jumps later. So we're going to start from fifth position. We're going to keep the same pattern that we did for tendus, part A. So we have and 1 and 2, piqué, close fifth, piqué, close fifth, piqué, close fifth. Now we have front 4, 2, side 4, 2, front, back, repeat to the back. 1 and 2, pique, close fifth, inside, close fifth, and 1 and 2, 1, 2, back, front, close fifth. We're gonna do third port bra forward, 2, 3, 4, up and back, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right leg into retiré, on flat, find your balance on flat. Making sure that we're not lifting up this hip, that hip is going down. We're holding our passe underneath our legs with our hamstrings. Arms are nice, okay? Let's give it a try. Here we go. 6, 7, 8, 9, and peek it. And inside, and outside. And 1 and 2, 2 to the side, front, back, and fifth, pique, inside, and pique, that's okay, and back, side, back, front, quarter row, 2, 3, 4, up, 5, 6, 7, 8, passe, and check that balance, just see if you're there. Fifth, and we'll finish. Good. Okay. Now you guys do the left side. All right, guys, we're gonna do one more jeté combination a little bit faster now. Really working those inner thighs. Boom, 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 boom. So strong, right? All right, similar pattern still. We're gonna keep that same pattern. And the 1 and 2. Now we have a triplet side. 1, 2, 3. Double pique with the inside leg. Bump, bump. Fifth, side, 2, 3. And the front, 4, 2, side, 2, 3. Now we have en cloche in triplets. And the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Repeat back. 2 to the back, 3 to the side. Double pique inside leg. Bump, 3 to the side. And a 1, 2, 3 to the side. And a 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Plie. Now we're going up to that retiré on releve, finding our balance. Hold. Rewind the video, left side. All right, let's give it a go. Holding that core, foot's pushing into the ground, removing that upper body from those legs so you're light. So easy. Elbows are strong, not sickling our foot in passe. Beautiful. And we grow into fifth position. And we finish. Good. Left side. All right, guys, moving on to rond de jambes. We're going to start in first position with a preparation 5, 6, plie, 7, to second 8. 4 rond de jambes. Rond de jambes 1, 5, 2, 3, 4, and then my favorite triplets, only to the side, 1, 2. Now, big one, 1, 2, 3. Now we have 4 more rond de jambes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we have a fondue 45 degrees to side, staying in fondue. Now, as you stretch this leg, we pull up to 90, down to tendu. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, trip, ballet, trip, ballet. 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, fondue. Side, here, tendu, change to efface, or whatever. If you have to stay flat, stay flat. Again, with body facings, do what you gotta do. So, we have quarter mile forward, 1, 2, 3. Now through first position, to tendu back, down, 6, 7, su, su. Little développé attitude. We have down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now you guys will have, from there, you will have 2 whole 8 counts to find a balance. Arms in third, high third, or fifth on O, whatever you call them. To me, they're third. To find your balance. I'm not gonna have Ainsley balance for that long if she doesn't want to, but that's how much time you'll have in the music. After you're done balancing, grow to allongé arabesque. We're gonna close fifth front, open to first on releve, come down in first, and we'll be done. All right, let's give that a go. Make sure we're turning out through first position. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4 more. 1, 2, 3. Up, 4. And we have fondu 45. Side, lift to 90 as you stretch, and down. En dedans. 1, 2. Making sure we're holding those arms up. Don't forget about what your upper body is doing during this. And 1, 2, 3, 4 more. 1, ba, ba, 2, da, da, 3, and da, 4. And fun, all your weight on that standing leg. And lift to 90, tendu, shift, breathe to go forward. 2, come up, through first, and down, 6, up, su, little développé, and down, up, down, up, down, up, last time, down. Notice no clear. Now you're finding your balance for 2 8s. Make sure your arms are placed very nicely. You're lifting up. That knee is lifting. And you can still balance, or you can finish. This is your last 8. And we allongé, we grow. Close. Su. Open first. And finish. If you bounce that long, good job. Left side. All right, guys, time for some fondus. So, we're going to have fondue front and 1 to the front, fondue lead out, and su, and fondue to the back, and up, and su, and fondue to the side, and the double fondue, and passe, ba-bum, bum, 8, and fondue, back, fondue, up, and fondue, inside, fondue, and close, fondue, side, double fondue, passe, and we'll finish. If you don't have room into your house to do this for fondus, you can always do fondue en croix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And you'll be with us still musically, okay? But if you have space, try and do this one. All right, let's give it a go. 6, 7, 8. And fondue. Front, fondue, su, fondue. Back, making sure we're trying to keep this the back, 1. And fawn. Up, 5th. Fawn. And pulling back that hip, not letting it rotate forward. Beautiful. 1 and 2. Remember guys, fawn is our 45 degrees. Fawn. Passe, that's your practice for a fouette turn. Pulling in and finish. Boom. Good. Now do the left. To the left. All right, guys. Frappes. We're gonna stick with the same way that we did tendus and jetés. So we're starting to the front. 5, 6. If you need to, arms here on your hip. It's fine. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, and 2 to the front, 3 to the side. Coupe. Change. 3 inside. Pique. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. To the back. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 3 piques. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. We'll finish. So we had 2 to the front, 3 to the side. Bind in. Could be a change. 3 inside. Pique, 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 and change. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Back. 1, 2, 3 to the side. In. Change. 1, 2, 3. Pique. 2, 3. And change. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. And we'll finish. Got it? Okay. You're doing great. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3 to the side. In. We change. 3 inside. Pique. 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 And change. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Back. 1. In. 2. Side. 2, 3. Coupe. Change. Back. 2, 3. Pique. 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 And change. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Boom. Finish. Good. Awesome. All right. Left side. All right, guys. Time for some développés. Make sure you have ample room to do this. Again, if you need to change your facings for any position or you need to do lower legs, totally fine. If you do have to do lower legs, remember, the simpler you make something, you want to be focusing on perfect technique in it. So that's how you're still going to find work if maybe you can't work on extensions. So there's always work to be done. All you have to do is look for it. Okay, so we're going to start développé front. 1, 2, 3, close 4. Side 5, 6, 7, back. Inside leg 1, 2, 3, 4, plie, releve, close susu, and 5th. To the back 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we'll bounce 7, close susu, and finish. Okay? Let's try it. Here we go. 6, 7, 8. And the knee pulls back as we développé. 1, 2, 3, 4. Side 5. The hip stays down. 6, 7, and close back. Inside leg 1. Now making sure this hip is staying back. And brush to arabesque forward. Find balance. 6. Close to Sue. can't stretch enough, I'm gonna have Ainsley hold on to the bar with her back facing en face this way. Face en face that way. And now hold on to the bar. Now, when you développé side, whichever leg you like, this has to be pressing down as this is coming up, right? As soon as we start lifting up with our hips, we're endangering our labrums, we're endangering our acetabulum inside our hip joint, right? So we actually will be able to find more rotation the more even we keep our pelvis. As soon as we get this up, we're gonna lose rotation there. So we wanna protect our bodies as much as possible and keep those hips pressing down, especially in these. All right, good. Left side. All right, grand pas moms, guys. Again, especially with this, be safe. Make sure you're not gonna kick any person. Make sure you're not gonna kick furniture, no pets, okay? I don't wanna hear about people's cats flying across the room. That'd be real bad. So we're gonna go 7, 8. Grand pas mal, 1, da, da, 2. 3, da, da, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. Side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, 1, 2. We can keep the arrows. 2, 4, 5. And then move to second. 8, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we'll finish. Left side. All right, super easy. Here we go. 6, 7, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Side, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Back, 1, 2. Exploding on that fifth position. Good. 8. Left side. But I want to make sure, so for this exercise, again, what you want to be focusing on is we want to try to not grip in our quads as much as possible. Now, it is impossible to lift your leg without using your quad muscles, right? We want to use something called our VMO the most, which is part of your quadricep located right here above your knee, okay? This is going to aid in the turnout of your leg. But we want to try to not have a grand pas main be a brittle and gripped movement where we're lifting our leg with the quad. Instead, we want it to be a throwing motion, right? So the full term for a grand pas main is a grand pas main jeté. Jeté means to throw. It's the verb to throw. Jeté, it's conjugate, it's a thrown. So we want to really make sure, this is easiest to find to the side, that it's not gripping on the way up and muscling, but that we just explode and let it stretch. So you want to find relaxation out of your fifth position and not tightness in your muscles. All right, do the left side, and then we will come back to some center exercises. Okay guys, we are going to do some center work. Hopefully you have a little bit of room to do some stuff. We're gonna try to make most of this stuff as stationary as possible for you. So we're gonna start in fifth position with our right foot, croisé devant. 5, 6, 7, 8, just a simple port de bras combination. We're gonna do first port de bras, 2, 3, 4. Another first port de bras, 6, up through third, 7, 8, allongé, second port de bras, to the side, 2, 3, 4, third port de bras, 6, 7. We're gonna pivot in fifth position to écarté derrière. Tendu 7, change 8. Now we're ready to go on the second side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we have it. So first port de bras, bum, again through third, open, side, through first, open, and down, up, pivot, close, left side. Okay, so let's talk about real quick before we get started, where our head should be. So we want to follow the palm of the working hand, we'll say. So here we're looking into our palm. As it opens, we look front, blah, blah. Again, here we're following that palm, inclining slightly under, opening here. Now we follow it, and then we change to look away. Bum, bum. And we go down. 6, 7, 8. Again, now we're following the left palm. Right? So for port de bras, if you can do this, I would recommend doing it in front of a mirror. Okay? For port de bras, it's really important that you know what it looks like. And if there's nobody there who knows what it should look like to tell you maybe things that you're not doing right or messing up, you can do that for yourself. So get in front of a mirror for this exercise. Try and do the port de bras in a place where you can see it and find what looks good on your body. All right? Let's give it a go. Exercise if you would like to. It's not very hard and it's really, really good to do. Okay guys, we have an adagio for you. Again, please don't kick anything. It's going to be really slow. If you have to, keep your leg lower, focus on something else, right? If we're not working on extensions, maybe we're working on placement being perfect. So, or turnout working really, really hard. So we're going to start with the right foot in front, 7, 8. Développé à la seconde. 1, 2, 3, 4. Round to the back. 5, 6, 7, 8. Passé, enveloppé. 1, 2. Développé front. 3, 4. Fondu. Relevé. Coup de pied. Pas debout. Right now we're on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Try to do as pas de raises underneath yourself as possible. All right, let's give it a go. Much slower than what we just did. There we go. 7, 8, and arms. 2, 3, they're growing still. We're moving that upper body. Now round to that arabesque. 6, 7, 8. Now it lifts and then knee. 1, 2. Now to the, if I say it's turning out, the hip is staying back. And plie, relevé, coup de pied. Andre, 7, left side. And 1, 2. 3, 4, round to the back. 6, 7, 8. Now lift to passé. 1, 2. Now feel the connection between your inner thighs. Yes, that's right, that's right. Plie, relevé. Okay guys, so for exercises like this, we really want to work on finding stabilization in our pelvis. Now what stabilizes our pelvis? Number one answer that I think you guys are mostly thinking of is your core. And you're absolutely right. The core is stabilizing your pelvis from the top down, right? But your pelvis also needs stabilization from the bottom up. And what's going to do that? your inner thighs. So especially in this effacé, we want to make sure that we're not disengaging these and our legs getting out here. We want to keep these engaged here. So it's right in front of us, and then we can really work that turn out, and now we're on that releve and we know exactly where it is because the pelvis isn't having to move at all. Okay? We did both sides. I believe in that exercise. If you'd like to repeat, you may. Not, that's okay too. All right, guys, we're going to do a brief stationary-ish tendu combination. We will start with our right foot in croisé devant. 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 2 tendus with our right foot in croisé devant. Tendu 1, close, 2. Tendu 3, close, 4. Now, 1 en second, 5. Plie in second. Make sure that we're not over here or over here. Our weight is right in between. Tendu back. We're closing back to do the left. Tendu 1, close, 2, 3, close, 4. Out, plie, out, close, back. Now we're going to do 2 tendus en second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're coming back to the front. 5, 6, 7, 8. Plie. Sous up. 2, 3, 4. Let's do plie, just a passe, so no turn yet. Plie passe, and we'll close to the back, getting ready to do the whole thing from the back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now make sure we bring the supporting heel forward. 5, 6, 7, 8. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring that supporting heel forward. 5. Plie. 7, 8. Now we come from the back foot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now moving back. 5, 6, 7. Sous, 2, 3, 4. Plie. Bring that front leg to the back. 7, 8. That's the end of the exercise. Then I want you to start the whole thing over again, starting with the left foot so you get the pirouette to the left. Okay? Let's give this a go. All right. 6, 7, 8. Tendu 1, 2, 3, 4. En second. Plie. Tendu. Goes back. Front. 2. Up, up, up. Side. Down. Out. Now we go side. Goes back. Side. Same leg tendus. To the front. Up. To the left. All right? Well, we're not, you are. All right, guys, we're going to do a little pirouette combination. So put on a sock, put on your shoes, find an area where you can do a turn-ish, right? Kitchens work really well, historically, that's where you do your best pirouettes. So we are going to start in 5th position with our right foot front. 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to do 1 tendu en second, 1, plie, 2. Balance and passe, releve, plie. Tendu, plie. Now we're going to do a single pirouette, closing back. Single pirouette, close back. Tendu, 1, 2. Passe, close. Tendu, pirouette, close back. Now we're going to repeat 1, 2. Now this time with a single pirouette, closing back. Tendu 1, 2. Now we're going for a double pirouette, closing back. Now left side, 1, 2. Single pirouette, close back, 1, 2, double pirouette, close back, and we'll finish. So, my recommendation to you guys, turns should not be driven by the opening arm. You want to think about your head spotting fast and bring this, if I'm turning to the right, which looks like your left, but I'm turning to my right, I'm not thinking about just this side opening and then this side gets left behind. I want you to find the pirouette being driven with this whole left side coming around. So it's, especially when we get into the doubles, you're gonna have to keep driving that pirouette around with a fast spot. You're gonna find much more control, especially on your bad side. So if we're doing the left, which is my bad side, I'm not thinking about this arm swinging open, I'm thinking about this side closing. And then spot quickly, back to the front. Okay? Let's give it a go. 6, 7, 8, tendu, 1. Plie, releve, bounce, down, tendu. Now the left side, close back, tendu, up, down, tendu. Now the right side, good. Now we have again 1, with a pirouette, left side, up, and we close. 1, now here really the left side, 1, 2, good. Left side, 2, and 1, stay that left side, 1, 2, now bring the left side, round, and good, not bad, and finish. Repeat this one, guys, as many times as you want, okay? Here at Expressions, you guys like your turns. So this is a really basic combination. Again, the more basic in a combination we go, the more we want to focus on the basic things being perfect. So even though it's a simple combination, or if any combination you want to simplify yourself, which is totally fine, find the work in the perfection of the simple movement. Okay? All right, good job. Moving right along. Okay, guys. Moving on to everybody's favorite combination. If you've had me before as your teacher, you know I love this. We're doing changement de pied 64 times, right? We're just building up the strength to jump, working on building up the strength in those feet because they're gonna get a little bit fatigued. If there's somebody living below you, please be respectful of them, okay? Don't want any angry knocks on the doors from neighbors. So if you do have people living below you, and we can't land quietly, then maybe skip this one, or do it assisted with a counter so you can land really quietly. But in this, we want to work on building the strength that we're using in tendus and jetés with this elastic plie. Now we're going through a releve, and then the toes point at the end, power off the floor each time we switch. And then especially, guys, I cannot stress how crucial this is, that your back, both feet, but especially that back heel is on the ground as you plie in that 5th position. A lot of times we like to pop it up, okay? So we want to find relaxation in the front of our ankles, and you need to have weight in your heels, not all the weight in your heels, not like this when you plie, but you have to find weight in your heels, relaxing in that plie to have the power to push up. That'll give your body a second to relax, and it will make the jump easier. We think that it will make it harder because we have to go down more, but as long as you're not muscling and gripping the plie down, and it's just a relaxation, it should make it much easier, right? So every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So this is our action. That's gonna help us jump higher, okay? 64 changements. Good luck. If I can find it, okay, this will work. 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this is 16. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 24. 32, that's halfway done. Keep those feet pointing, even now that they're getting tired, right? This is the wall we're pushing through. Push it, push it, push it. That's 16. give Ainsley a little break because this is so hard, guys. If you didn't make it all the way to 64 with us, that's okay, but really try. It's super, super good for you and super hard. All right. Okay, guys, good job. So we're going to now do some core exercises. We're going to do 2 core exercises. That will take around 7 minutes to do total. A little bit less than that probably. So we're going to start with planking, which I know you guys at NZ love. So we're going to do 30 seconds is our goal. Plank in a push-up position. Then we're going to switch to 30 seconds plank position on our left hand, right? 30 seconds planking on our right hand. 30 seconds on both elbows. 30 seconds on our left elbow. 30 seconds on our right elbow. And then we're going to be done. For any of these, if you want to add extra things during that 30 seconds, like leg movements or hip up and down to the side, you're more than welcome to do that. All right, so without that being said, I'm going to go get a timer, and we are going to do this. All right. So, here we go, 30 seconds on the clock. And ready, and go. Guys, remember you want to keep your scapula supported, right? So you want to push up through those shoulder blades and make sure that you're not getting back here with the pelvis or down here, right? You want to keep it, if I go to the sideways, right like this, where I'm supporting you. All right, we're at 10 more seconds in this position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're switching on to our left hand now. Up here. Again, if you want to add dips, this is a little bit easier on your exercise, or rotation down here. Really good for your oblique strength. Ten more seconds here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Boom, 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 boom. Again, rotation here. Really good for the obliques. It'll be a little bit easier on your elbows. So I'd recommend if you want to do that stuff, wait till you get on your elbows. Halfway there. Ten more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're back to our elbows. Again, you still want to keep those scapulas supported. So push out through that upper back. Make sure that the core stays engaged. Trying to activate that transverse abdominis or our lower abs, which lie beneath our rectus abdominis, which are our six-pack abs. We got 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and on to our left. Again, if you want to keep your hips. Now we can do dips if we want. Rotation, whatever is good. Again, guys, if you need to come down and take a break, feel free to do it. You can do the 30 seconds over whatever period of time you want. That is okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch. Here we go, last time, last 30 seconds. We're almost there. If your feet are slipping, put them up against a wall, put on some shoes, whatever you gotta do. Again, rotations, really, really good, slowly, for that oblique control, which are gonna be super important for turning. And we're down. Good job. All right, so all this core exercises, we're working on our lower abdominals and our obliques with these. Let's talk a little bit briefly about some of the stuff I'm saying. So a lot of times in classes, teachers will say, engage your lower abs, right? Your core. But what does that really mean? So a lot of people think, we think that lower abs means lowering our body this way, but it actually also means lowering our body this way. So they're deeper inside your body. Lays your transverse abdominis, which is like a corset of muscles this way. These are your lower abs, okay? That's the muscle we want to find engaging when we're trying to lift up and hold ourselves, are these muscles. So it's not the six-pack bodybuilder abs that the crunches will do for you, right? It's much deeper, okay? They're a little bit harder to activate and find that activation. So we're gonna be done with the planks for now, and we're gonna come back with another core exercise. All right, guys, we're gonna do one last core exercise before we go. You guys should do these in 3 sets of 10. We're gonna show you what each of the sets are, okay? So, starting off, we're gonna lay down on your back. If you have a blanket or a yoga mat, I would recommend putting that down to protect your spine. So we're gonna go with our legs shoulder distance apart, hands behind the head, but not to help us lift it, they're just resting back there. Now we're gonna do little tiny crunches, so not a sit up where we're coming all the way up, but just for our shoulder blades to go off the ground. Now, for all of these exercises, it's really, really important that you try not to recruit the help of your hip flexors, because then we're taking the load off of our core, which we want to strengthen, and giving it into our hip flexors here. So these, you want to avoid finding activation right here and feel it instead here. So with these, it's all core, just that far off the ground. So we're gonna do 10 of these. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm sure you guys have heard this before, but to get to those lower abs as well, we want to try and flatten the stomach during that whole thing. So that was our set of 10, our first set of 10 for this. Our next set of 10 is going to be for our obliques. So we're gonna lift our legs to a comfortable position, about 90 degrees will be good. And now we're lifting our shoulder blades again off the ground, flattening that stomach and finding rotation. So your obliques are running this way, right? So we want to work with the muscle fibers. So that means that doing stuff like this isn't always going to work those obliques to their maximum capacity. The obliques are in charge of rotation. So we want to rotate, 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 rotate as we go up in these. So let's do our 10. Here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come down and rest. Okay. Now our next set of 10 and the last exercise that we're going to do is going to be for working our lower abs and the lower end of our abdominal muscles. So we're going to go with our legs in 90. Now all we want to do, now here again, it's super important that we don't recruit the help of our hip flexors in this, that it's purely lower abs and core. All we do, it's really, really small motion. You're going to hold your head up here. Actually, yeah, let's go down. Let's go down here. And all you're going to do is tuck that pelvis and give it a little lift. We want to avoid swinging it up like this and using momentum and make sure it's much more controlled. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So a really good way to tell if you're doing this right in any leg weighted exercise like this is you want to find the initiation in the pelvis tucking, not in the legs coming up. So the difference would be this versus I'm initiating it here. This is tucking and the legs are following the pelvis. All right, guys, that's it. Stay safe, wash your hands. I hope that this class will be fun and make you sweat. I'm sweating a lot and I didn't even do half of it. So again, big thanks to Ainsley for helping me out and demonstrating the combinations for me. And we'll see you next week, hopefully. So stay working hard and don't give up hope.